10. Think, feel, and believe. 10. Think, feel, and believe. 10. You've been watching your thought life? You've been paying attention to it? Because let me tell you what, you better, oh, by golly, you better, I mean, because you could be, by your thoughts, feeling, belief, that you are manifesting things in your life. Big time. I remember one time I was watching, I think her name is, I want to say that her name is Robin Roberts. I think she's on the Today Show or something like that. And she went in the hospital. She's a colored lady. She is, I really don't know everybody, but she's a colored lady. I think it's her. I don't know. I guess I should have probably done my research before. Anyway, she went in the hospital for some type, I think it was cancer or something like that. I don't know. But, it was kind of interesting because, like I told you, well, I didn't tell you here. I told you church on Sundays. I told you there about spiritual voice. Thoughts that go through your mind, at the time. And I remember one time she was, they were doing an interview with her, or they were doing a little, like it was a video, I don't know, or it was an article I was reading something. And, and I don't know this for sure, but, it's the thoughts that went in my mind, the thoughts that went through my mind when it took place. And she goes, and she said, be careful what you think about. And what went through my mind was that her mother had also gone through a trying time with health. I don't know if it was, I don't know if it was cancer or not, but her mom had gone through a trying time, and it was just the thoughts that went through my mind was that her mom had a trying time with an illness, and and then she comes out and she goes, be careful what you think about. And what the thought that went through my mind is that the thoughts that went through my mind, and I don't know if I'm correct or not, but the thoughts that went through my mind was that what was being said was that the same thing could happen to me that could happen to my mother. The same, the same thing could happen to me could happen to the same thing that happened to my mother could happen to me. The same that happened to my mother could happen. You know what I'm saying? So what went through my mind was that she had been repeating that, the same thing that could happen to her was the same thing that happened to her mother. And I don't know. Maybe this will come out someday, and I'll be sitting next to her, and she goes, "You were right." I don't know. But anyway, so she had a little bout, but that was what went through my mind at the time. So this thought life, and here's another story for you. Here's another story for you. Yep. Let me tell you. So, I said my wife at the time. We found out that she was pregnant, and when we found out she was pregnant, then I kind of added up the months, right? And it was right around the time that my grandmother was born too. When my wife at the time was pregnant with our little daughter, she was going to have, she was scheduled to have, 9 months, that 9 month thing, when you get pregnant, 9 months. And I added it up, and then I started in right there in that moment. I wish she could be born on Grandma's birthday. Oh, that'd be so cool if she was born on Grandma's birthday. Oh, she'd be so cool if she was born on Grandma's birthday. Oh, it'd be so cool if she was born on Grandma's. So during those whole 9 months, right? During those whole 9 months, I keep having this thought, hoping that my daughter's going to be born on my grandma's birthday. Oh, I hope she's born on Grandma's birthday. So here's something funny. Well, it kind of adds to the story, you see, but anyway. So here I am on a night, and we're watching The Secret. And my big old pregnant wife, and we're watching The Secret. She's going into labor. she's going into labor while we're watching Secret. So I think she was getting like pains and stuff. And then we kept on watching the video, and then it was like, we got to go, So we finished watching The Secret that night. Remember, I did one of the two. Anyway, so we finished watching, and we go to the hospital, and I'm telling you, all the way up to the 29th, right? It was March 29th. All the way up to the very end. I mean, I'm telling you, she was in labor for, I don't know how many, for hours and hours. And then I'm like, well, looking at the clock, oh, she's got to be born before Grandma's birthday. And you know what? I know, you know what, because if you understand manifestation and everything, and people, how could you control the birth of a child, Well, obviously you have to be realistic, right? I mean, you just can't be, things that are going to manifest are going to manifest within actually reason. I mean, you just can't start thinking, I'm going to win $1 million, say it a few times and think that it's going to happen, right? I mean, everything has to be reasonable. So, but to think and seeing, I know, based on all of the other experiences that I've been having, all the ones I've been doing blindly. And let me tell you something, I was doing this one blindly too. Again, it was thoughts. It was a feeling that was really deep inside of me that I really wanted her to be born on Grandma's birthday. And, she was. She was born on my grandma's birthday. And people go out there, how could you control anything like that? And I can tell you blindly through all the things that I did that, well, it helped a lot. Yeah, it did. It did. I know very down deep in the depths of the cores of my bodies that, having those thoughts, just the same as I did with, like the other story I talked about. I wanted to pay my business off within 2 years, and then I wanted to pay off that wife at the time, ex-wife, within, and save up the money in doing that, and everything has started happening. So, all the examples that I'm giving you, the poignant ones, have all added up to the culmination of that particular point that, and the realization of that didn't actually, I know for sure, the realization of that and the thought that I had such a great desire for her to be born on Grandma's birthday, at the time that it happened, exactly the time that it happened, I wasn't consciously aware of it then, what I'd been doing there either. That I was, that it was just a desire and that it happened and I was so glad, but I didn't even think twice about actually what I was doing with my thoughts and my feelings and my beliefs about it and my desires. See, because a lot of these things happen, they're happening blindly and you're doing them. And what the biggest thing that is taking place is the feeling. The feelings. The feeling is one of the most connected, integral parts of bringing forth things into your life, whether they're negative or positive, there's always going to be a feeling that's going to be connected with that. And so, obviously I had the feelings about what we're doing when we're doing it. I had the deep feeling and the desire. It was the feeling and the desire. Oh, I hope she's born on my grandma's birthday. Oh, I hope she's born on my grandma's birthday. Oh, and then she was. And to think that, and I know for sure that it was because of a good part of it was because of my desire, the desire in my heart. Call things out as though they are. The desires of your heart. Call things out as though they are. Call the desires of your heart. And it works with the desires and it works with the negativity stuff too. And I got another story for that one. I'll tell you about that one too because, being consciously made aware of this is one thing, but I'll tell you another thing. Doing it on a conscious level on purpose, oh my gosh, that's a challenge. Because there is definitely a certain bit of discipline that needs to be adhered to, and faith and belief and think, feel, and believe. Go to 11! Think, feel, and believe 11!